So instead of putting the HDPE sheet into a chest, can I put it straight in the fluid transposer?
Say that again?
The HDPE sheet
Yes.
is used to make plastic.
Yes.
Can I put it straight in the fluid transposer rather than in the chest?
Yeah, we don't need it for anything else, so yeah.
Cool. Fluid transposer. I'm going to get rid of this temporarily.
Okay.
Let's work that out in a minute. Right, fluid transposer. Input. Items on the right. Fluid probably from the left. Output to the top. Auto input enabled. So then I put the vat on the other side.
Getting power to that might be a little bit difficult.
Getting anything to this might be a little bit difficult, to be honest.
Okay.
I
think I could move this green cable up a little bit and we could start looping it back around on top of the power cable.
This should be the end of it. So the vat needs...
The vat needs inputs though.
The vat needs 2 items to go in. And water.
Yeah. So, it might be worth having the vat. The vat could go on top of the crusher. So I can have stuff coming in next to where it's going into the crusher and we can bring water up the other side.
Yeah, and then we need to get the nutrient distillation from the vat to the fluid transposer. The nutrient distillation is a fluid.
So we can just use conduits. I could use the fluid import output if we wanted to make it nice and simple. If you count that as simple.
I'll put the vat there, and then we can sort of work around that.
So that will go there. That's going in with water.
So we need to configure the vat.
So I think we have the fluid coming out of the top into a tank. I don't just put a fluid storage bus on the tank.
Okay. And then we'll just need a fluid export bus.
Yep.
Which we may or may not have.
I've just made one.
Okay.
So we need a fluid storage bus, which we have. What colour is the cable screen?
I can put the cable there. Actually, I'll need a second ME cable.
That goes on there. That's going there.
Oh, I don't have any more. You've got all the green cables.
Okay. So we need an actual export bus. Make sure that's extract only.
Should I put on the left?
Fluid exporting there. Are we having the plastic go into a chest on top?
We can go into a chest, or we can just go straight into the computer. I don't mind, whichever's easier.
I think into a chest so we can...
Into a chest and then storage bus is probably better, isn't it?
Yeah, I think otherwise we're building up too much stuff.
Yeah, otherwise we'd need a limiter on it.
Yeah, we might burn through all of our other materials.
Putting a limiter on this setup is going to be a bit of a pain.
So, we need generic export bus with a capacity card for the vat. With whatever
I'm going to need to make a capacitor quickly.
There should be a couple spare in the computer. Or, no, I think I put them in the machines downstairs.
Yeah, no, I used any capacitors that were spare. I'll make it an octadic. No, we'll see how far I can go. I can only make a single basic capacitor because I'm out of dark steel again.
Did you have the storage bus or did you put it in the computer?
I don't have a storage bus.
You put it in the computer. So we want that there. That there. Right. Have we actually got enough channels on this screen? We're doing what we want.
It's getting a bit tight, isn't it? It's only 4 of 8 up here.
We're on 7 of 8 down here.
Okay. We
So
should be okay.
We're okay. We're okay. Well, it's as long as we don't want to add anything more.
This should be the end of the system because
Right.
this is then this is then plastic sheets.
So, what do
I'm going to need it to not make. I'm going to need the enrichment chamber to not run for a minute.
Okay.
Just because we need to build up 6 pellets to put in our inventory to do the quest. Then we can turn the enrichment chamber on. But that should be fine.
Right, so, what are we feeding into the vat?
I don't care, if I'm honest.
Well, it's what do we have sustainably? So skulls are good. We can have a skull on the left. Spider eyes. Was that fermented spider eye?
It's probably fermented spider eye.
So sugar, mushrooms, netherwort.
None of those
Any
are actually
sugar?
sustainable at the moment.
Well, are we? We have 167 sugar.
It's a shame we can't
Mostly
put raw
netherwort.
flesh on the right.
Yeah, I think sugar might be our best thing to do,
Yeah.
even though it's the worst thing. And then probably skeleton skulls.
Yeah,
So
any
not-
of the
they're
vanilla
not used
skulls
to
because we
much
get them
else.
from the grinder.
Yeah. Right. Round robin node. There you go.
So that should be making nutrient distillation, which we put in the tank. Then the fluid export bus has nutrient distillation as the whitelist.
is that
Should go in the fluid
yeah,
transporter.
stuff.
The only thing
Yeah,
we're not
nutrient
doing, we're only putting liquid ethylene in this second PRC. We need to also get oxygen and substrate into it.
Yep.
Substrate, we've got the item conduit in the back, so that should be working.
Yep, that should be working. I think I turned off the output.
Yeah,
Just
I've turned it on, so that should work.
So
There we
that's
go,
working.
substrate. Now we just need to get
now let's
oxygen,
get oxygen in the top.
and it will also come out somewhere.
We can make it come out the front and just do a little loop.
Yeah, okay, sure.
It's either that or the bottom, which is much worse.
That's worse, yeah. So oxygen in the top, out the front. We just need the pressurised tubes for that. Whatever
Yeah.
they're called. Is that dark steel you're waiting on? Because if
I
it is,
think
there's a
so.
stack of it now, so you should be okay.
I'll just bring up the recipe. How many pipes, how many cables do you think we need? I've got 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
So that's going to go like that.
Oh, I thought it was conduits, so you're going to have to go over the conduits, that'll be another 3. Unless we
That's
can
just
take that conduit down the back,
Awkward.
but we
No,
can't
because the
you need
item's
to
coming out the back.
Yeah, output it from the back, so you can't input.
And it's gases on the other sides. I'm one short.
Oh, you're going to need to hit it with a configurator to not connect to this tank.
Oh. I will grab the configurator then. Which tank is it?
The
Ah. Hopefully that hasn't messed it up. So just double check. Is this coming out of the top and into the front?
no, into the top, out of the front.
No, out of the top.
No.
Yeah, you're correct. There we go. That is now running.
It's making HDPE pellets. It's
Right.
not... Oh, it is moving them to the enrichment chamber. That's good.
Yep. And that is up.
And once it's
Right.
built up 6, I can take them out and do the quest, and then we can turn it on.
So the next thing to do
Speed upgrades or energy upgrades?
is, do all the upgrades. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, so we
5.
can get 6. We can get 8 of either from the quest reward.
Okay.
So, do you want me to get 8 speed or 8 energy?
You get speed, I'll get energy.
Okay. Oh, I've crashed.
Ooh, fun.
Interesting.
Nice.
Slightly unexpected.
Aha, it's the David show now. Right, I'm going to stick those
Apparently, I'm not allowed to get that quest reward.
to the electrolytic separator.
A fatal error has occurred and the connection has been terminated.
Ooh. Right, what's I going to do? Upgrades. At mechanism upgrade.
Right, I'm back. It didn't give me my quest reward. So sad. I will try again. I didn't crash that time. Now I need to make 2 plastic sheets, which we've got 1 already. It's happening! We're making plastic! It's a complicated setup to make plastic, as it turns out.
But we are making it. We will need a lot of plastic.
Really slow. So each industrial foregoing plastic is 4 of these HDPE sheets. Each HDPE sheet is 3 pellets. So each industrial foregoing plastic is 12 HDPE pellets. I.e. 12 substrate, i.e. 24 biofuel. I think it's 2 biofuel per substrate. But that gives us the industrial foregoing manual.
Nice.
Which we can then put in the Akashic Tome.
But is it worth saving that for the start of next time?
Yeah.
Prep some ingredients.
I'm not doing that now.
No? You don't want to go for another few hours?
Just out of interest, what is the next step?
See, that's how it starts. You just want to see the next step and then you're stuck into it.
So the next step is to make the animal sewer and sewage composter. So we're going to need an animal to make sewage.
We are going to need an animal.
Because then we need to make fertiliser from it. And then we need to make an ingot out of the fertiliser. And that is what unlocks everything we want to do.
To be fair, that gives us a better source of brown dye than cocoa beans.
Yeah. We're also well on the way to pink slime.
Pink slime is very important.
We need to do bouncy bouncy, which needs a subtle massacre. So we also need to make a mob slaughter factory. Yes. Okay. So next time we will need to kill mobs and take their sewage.
Yes. Well, yes.
Yes.
Right.
But you know, we're getting there. Like, industry is Machines Go Burr is almost done.
We've done pretty well today.
Gadget utility is done.
How much dark steel do we have now? How much more do we want to do? Do we want to see if we can finish off Machines Go Burr? Because there's only 7 quests left.
Yeah, no, but those are going to be so dark steel heavy.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to put that book in my Akashic Tome.
I am going to try and finish off that upgrade kit quest quickly.
You can't. We need iridium for the next one.
So sad.
I know.
Why we no have iridium?
Because no.
backwards, no, because iridium isn't in any of the excavator things.
Iridium's what I'm working towards.
So we can only find it by mining or using the industrial foregoing laser drill.
It's only from the laser drill. The ore doesn't spawn.
Oh, does it not? Well, that's fun.
Yeah, so I want iridium because then automation.
Also, you can only do it in the end, I think.
Yes, that's the other fun thing. Oh, there we go. Now we've done all that, we've unlocked the gas conduits.
Oh no, you can do it. You can do it in any other biomes.
There you go.
If you look at the JEI for iridium ore, the first page is only the end, between 5 and 68 with a weighting of 8.
Yeah.
The second page is any except hell in the end, between 0 and 255 with a weighting of 1.
Yeah. So you're much more likely to get it in the end.
Yeah.
I threw you some gas conduits.
There we go, gas conduits.
So if you could, if you wanted to, redo all these cables with those conduits to make it look a bit nicer, if you feel up to it.
Don't feel like it's an urgent issue. This works currently. It's a mess, but it works. But bear in mind that basically this entire setup we've done today is temporary.
Is it though?
I think it's good. The intention, I think, was to put it in the new factory, but realistically, it's probably going to stay here, isn't it?
It's here now. It might as well stay here. Well, I think once we've got actual automation set up or available, then all of this will probably move around.
Yeah.
We'll have all of our automated processes in one factory, and all of our interaction automation blocks, or the ones where we request stuff, in another factory.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a bit easier to organise.
Right, let's turn that excavator back on.
But that does mean you need to build another factory.
I do. I am actually going to try and do that tomorrow, I think. Oh, well, yeah. We'll see. If I have time tomorrow, I'll try and do it.
Well, you have 21,000 bricks.
Yeah. Yeah, so, materials are not an issue. Time is the issue.
Well,
I'm very undecided on what it's going to look like, because if I can't find a good reference image for something, it will be an exact replica of this one.
I mean, I'm fine with that. Perhaps maybe slightly bigger.
This is already too big. It's way out of scale to everything else.
But we have filled it up quite a lot.
Yeah.
Because I like having...
Realistically, this one was designed for the multi-blocks.
Yes.
It was designed with a very tall ground floor for multi-blocks, so I could put in another intermediary floor.
Yeah.
In the second one.
I think another intermediary. Because I like having like, an energy cable at the back, and then all the machines in front, every other block, so I can automate them. And
I mean, this works... This balcony's the right size, because it's 4 blocks wide, so you've got space for the energy cable, space for the machines, and then 2 blocks to run around on.
You say that, I made this wider.
Did you?
It matched that side, which is...
Side.
No. I made it one or... I think I made it just 1 block wider.
Is this not central? Why would you make it not central?
I mean, it took you this long to notice.
It did.
So it can't be that bad.
But now I know, so...
Well, I thought if I made the other side wider, then there'd just be too small of a gap in the middle. It would look weird.
I mean, you're not wrong, but at the same time, it's not central.
Hence asking for a slightly bigger factory next time.
This explains why you didn't do anything down the other side of the building.
Yeah. Yet. We could do. But, yeah, so I like doing that. So having the balconies is actually quite nice, because if I just have like the base floor, the middle tends to be empty.
Yeah.
So I think if you did make another factory, once we have automation, we'd move all of this stuff to the other factory, and then keep this solely for the multi-blocks and maybe spread them out a bit more.
Yeah, I mean the multi-blocks only really work on the ground floor, but...
Well...
the smaller ones up here in the corners.
Yeah.